Should I stream every day? Is that what it's gonna take to grow my channel and actually get the views I want, actually get the community I'm really trying to create? Is it really what's gonna be worth it for me as a streamer? I'm here to answer that right now. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode here on Ray's Night Shift, where we talk about everything streaming related. Now, today I'm going to answer the question, should I stream every day? And I'm going to talk to two groups of people. I'm going to talk to people that have way too little time to actually, well, they think they have too little time to create their content, and the ones that have way too much time. And I can pretty much gauge what this group should be doing to be most efficient along with this one. So I hope you enjoy the video, and if you do, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. I do make content on streaming weekly, so I think I got something that you'll enjoy. And we are at 80 subscribers, and I appreciate every single one of you. With that said, let's get on with the video, shall we? So the first thing I have to ask, right, is what are your goals? Now, if your goals are just to get comfortable on camera, then I would say, yeah, go ahead and start streaming. That way you can just be on camera. If someone jumps in, you get those butterflies out of your system, like, oh, someone's watching me on Twitch, we're communicating. Get the fun stuff out of the way, and then you'll be able to decide whether you actually want to take it more serious. Now, I'm talking to you again. If that is you and you've streamed a little bit, you're good on camera, you just want more views, or you want to grow your community better and you're serious about this, well, it's time to get started. Now, at this point, I have to ask you, how many hours do you truly have to devote to this craft? And that's what's really going to help you decide what you should do, really. Because, for example, if you have a family, if you have a job, if you have, so many other responsibilities, full-time school, anything like that on your plate, right? Then obviously you can't afford as many hours as someone that's just, right now can devote all their time to streaming. So I'm going to talk to both of these groups, right? And stick around till the end, because ultimately I'm going to merge you guys into the same road once again. So first, I'm going to talk to those with a lot of responsibilities. So if you have a lot of responsibilities in life, like true responsibilities, whether it be family, your full-time job, full-time school, you got something coming up that you have to devote your time to, then I would tell you that, hey, if you already shook the cobwebs out, you want to take streaming seriously, but you don't have too many hours, I would say focus on the content and really getting yourself a new skill, and that new skill being editing, because I can tell you from personal experience, doing this YouTube channel, if you look at some of my earlier videos, they're pretty big stinkers, and I still try to make every video better and better, and that's going to be the same for your case too. You're going to mess up your lines on your video unless you're just gifted like that, right? And the sooner you get that out of the way, the sooner you can actually really start to create the content that's in your head. Because I don't know if you guys ever done that, where in your head something seems so easy, right? But then you get down to it and you're like, oh, okay, there's so much more to it than this. So that would be my advice for someone that has too much stuff on their plate, is give content creation a shot. Obviously stream whenever you're done with your content creation, and manage your hours that way. That would be the best suggestion I could make, instead of streaming every day for you. Now, as for this next part of the video, I'm talking to probably some of the younger cats out there, and that's totally cool. If you fall into this category, by all means, you probably have a little bit of extra time, and there's nothing wrong with that. You're putting your time to good use, you're trying to build something, and you're learning a little bit about business and growth and marketing and things like that. So by all means, you're not wasting your time trying to create a stream. You're actually learning some fundamentals on business, and honestly, both categories are learning this, whether you have stuff on your plate or don't. And for you guys, I want to tell you, you have the opportunity to actually do both content creation and stream at the same time. So be fortunate and, take it serious while you still have this time, because as you know, life eventually grabs you by the hand and it's like, hey, we're going this way. So by all means, while you don't have that gravitational pull, or whatever you want to call it, or your calling, whatever you want to call it, right? You have these hours to devote to your stream and your content. So by all means, try to do both. Do your best to actually grow your community, which however many hours you want to do without burning out, and create your content, because ultimately, name one big streamer that doesn't have a YouTube channel or a TikTok or something like that, like some form of media outside of their streaming platform. I personally don't think they exist. And if you know of one, by all means, comment down below, because I'd love to see how they grew their channel. And I'm always willing to learn new things. And honestly, that would be pretty dope to find some creators that don't have any content outside of streaming. Now, this is where, the two paths kind of meet again. And honestly, whether you have all the time in the world or you have very little time to begin with, both of you are going to have the same struggle of building a community. I don't care how many hours you put into this. The hard part for somebody that doesn't have enough hours is they're gonna wish they had more hours. And the problem with somebody that has enough hours to do both content creation and streaming every day, they're going to be the ones that get frustrated and more likely to burn out because they're throwing everything against the wall and it's still going to be a difficult process. So which one's better in stride? Is it the one that doesn't have enough hours, so they just do it, you know, a little bit on the side and, you know, do a little passion project and they do that throughout the years and grow? Or is it the one that just hammers and hammers, you know? Bottom line, it's all about consistency and not giving up. So which one is less likely to give up? It's really going to depend on you. Now, what kind of person are you? And if you're really devoted to streaming and, you know, creating your content and growing over time. So should you stream every day? Well, there's pretty much a nice little blueprint on where you should go. Really, it comes down to time management. So I think this topic's pretty funny, right? Because it's always like the catch-22. Like, if you don't have enough hours, then chances are you have enough to buy the equipment and everything, but you don't have enough time to do the stuff. But if you have too many hours, then usually that means you might not be able to afford the best equipment, but you have time to do the stuff. So it's a funny balance of opposites, and it's funny how life works. So by all means, don't be discouraged no matter what aspect you are in life. Either way, just enjoy the journey of your little mini business that you are trying to create, your little content creating empire, if you will, and it's going to be fun so long as you truly enjoy it. And you're going to know if you truly enjoy it because when you're not making videos, you're going to be thinking, oh, that would be a cool video to make, you know, kind of like this one. I constantly look for questions that streamers are asking and I'm like, oh, okay, I kind of handpick them and it's like, this one seems cool, I could talk about that for, you know, a couple minutes, that'd be fun. And essentially I'm excited to make this content for you guys and help you out in it. So that's what keeps me going. It keeps the burnout, you know, because obviously this channel's been around for like 3 months and we're having some pretty nice growth. Obviously, I think in our heads we always expect to do a little more than we're currently doing, so there's always going to be that. So don't let that discourage you, but overall enjoy the process, man, and really just commit. There's going to be days you don't feel like doing that, similar to working out, but I guarantee you there's never been a workout that anyone's ever done and they regretted it, unless you got hurt, which has happened. And with that said, I want to ask you a question. What kind of streamer do you plan on being? Are you the full-timer that wants to do streaming part-time and grows their content slowly? Or are you the one that's just throwing everything against the wall right now and really putting all your time and effort into it? By all means, there's no right or wrong answer here. It's all going to come down to you and how efficient you are, how much you protect your content and actually keep it growing. So I'd love to hear your comments down in the comments down below. And again, go ahead and like this video if you ended up enjoying it, subscribe to the channel, and you could always check me out as well on Twitch, Ray's Night Shift as well. With that said, glad you came here for the video, had a good time making this one, and I'll see you guys on the next one. You take care. Bye bye.